Hello YouTube, this is Chris coming back to you. I've got some of my guns out. Sorry, but I haven't made my bed up there, and I got some clothes up there that need to be folded. But as you can see, I'm just in love with the AK47 format. Going from the Sega 12 that I had to convert to I have a Wasser 1063. GP Wasser 1063. I don't know really what the GP stands for, but if you guys do, I appreciate it if you just let me know. And then my Wasser 10, which is probably my favorite. A lot of people have had issues with the mag well wobbling, and this one just does not move and shoots like a champ. No canted front sight. Just great. I mean, I guess I got one of the good ones, and plus the guy who sold it to me, you can see he just did just beautiful work on the finish. It's kind of hard to see how pretty that is in the lighting, but and then for some reason I got this AR-15 in the middle of all these AKs. I do have a SIG 556R as well. It's it's probably my favorite of the guns, but I just cleaned it the other day, so I'm not getting it out right now. But I do have a video on it if you guys need to see it. But this is the SLR 107F. I think that's what it is. I'm not big on, SLR 107F. I'm not big on model numbers like some people are. But it's just a beautiful weapon. I saw Nothing Fancy do a video on this at the SHOT convention, and they really talked highly about Arsenal AKs. And I know that Arsenal also does a lot with the Sega formats as well. What I do like about this, it's not like my SIG 556R that side folds to the other side. This one actually side folds on this side. It does have a lock on it, and just really, I think the Desert Tan really sets off the weapon as well. And you just hit the little. This has actually a button. I'm sorry if I'm shaking down here, guys. You have to forgive me. I guess you don't, but I appreciate forgiveness. But it has a little button right here. You just push it, and it opens up. Just really easy. If you wanted to throw this in any type of bag, then throw it over your shoulder or whatnot. It just, really small. I want to say it's probably down to under 30 inches now. Maybe even less than that. I guess, say under 30 inches, so I can qualify that as saying I was correct anyway. But it was made in Bulgaria, so I used Bulgarian mags on it. These Bulgarian mags, you can pick up 30 or 40 round clips from anywhere from about $13 to $17. If you guys can't find them for that cheap, I don't know if they go cheaper than that or if I got a good deal. But I got it from a place here locally in Oklahoma City called Kings Pond. I went up and he had one left, and I told him I would buy as many of them as he had. So he's going to order a bunch for me, and I told him that they just work better in the mag wells. They don't wobble on inside the well like a lot of them. I use them on that Wasser on my. The way I've actually found them was they came with the SIG 556R, and whenever I got this Wasser 10, this is not the magazine, by the way, that I got with it. I actually got the standard metal ones, and the metal ones has a little play, not bad at all, in the Wasser 10, but this Tapco, which won't fit in my arsenal without me manipulating it with some sandpaper or something, it doesn't move at all. So I think the Wasser 10's actually like the plastic, in this case the waffle mags made by Tapco, which I think just makes a really high quality, cheap. So you usually don't get those two together, but I think they make a really high quality, cheap product. But that waffle magazine, for some reason, will not fit into this gun unless I use some sandpaper to try to cut it down or something, or Dremel. Which kind of is crazy because this is the magazine that came with it, which is almost exactly like the Tapco magazine. And whenever I first got it, I was like, I got to get rid of that 5-round mag. But whenever I put it in there, I was like, hey, it actually accents the gun really nice. So I don't know. This is my opinion. You know, to each his own. I do have this 47 round mag, which I had never heard of, but whenever I bought the Wasser GP Wasser 1063 up there, and if you guys know what the GP stands for, I appreciate it. I don't know. I just know that I've read, I've seen that they actually go for more money than the regular Wasser 10s, and I do see that they, for some reason, I don't know, I'm just ignorant, and so I'm asking for, any help, because I do see that the Century has mass-produced a Romanian 1060, Wasser 1063, but the GP, I don't know what the GP stands for, and I haven't really done any type of, looking up on the internet trying to ask what the GP stands for. So if you guys know, just send me a quick comment and let me know. But I got this magazine with it, and it's a piece of crap, but I don't know. I guess I'll keep it just in case if I ever need it. It does actually accept ammunition really well in it, without hurting your fingers and whatnot. But I probably would never put 47 rounds in it. I don't know. I guess maybe they manufactured it because it's a AK-47, so they made it to fit 47 rounds. But it actually fits in it okay. I did try to put this in my SIG 5.56R and it wouldn't work. But I like the Bulgarian magazines. I've never had one malfunction. And let me see. One thing I do want to bring up is that the sight is canted. I may have mentioned that earlier, but there's a guy who does a video on how to fix that canted sight. He breaks down the gun completely, and where it's only just the front sight and the back sight, puts a bore sight laser so you can see something on the wall, and then puts a wooden block on both sides and puts it in a vise and uses a rubber mallet to straighten up that sight. But he said one thing he would need is an AK sight adjuster on the front as well. But one thing I do recommend anybody to do is, if you live in a humid state or even a dry state, so I guess it would qualify pretty much anybody, to make sure that you keep, while your guns are just sitting resting, to keep your guns dripping with oil. I lost a gun a while back. I didn't lose it. I had to pay a lot of money to have one cleaned up from rust that it just accumulated from while I was sitting inside the safe, and I don't want to lose my $1,000 guns anymore. I got this gun for just under $800, which I didn't know if it was fair at first, but whenever I was hearing all the great reviews from Nothing Fancy and people at the SHOT convention, I went ahead and just took a chance on it. And then whenever I got on Cheaper Than Dirt, I did notice they went from about $780 to about $820, I want to say, for this and the 5.45. They did, however, you would however have to pay FFL fees plus shipping. So, you're talking about, you could be up over $900. So, I think I did okay. The gun is basically brand new. The guy told me he's only put a couple of magazines through it, and I could tell whenever I was opening it up, I did see some burns on it. So, hopefully, I won't have an issue shooting it. I don't know yet, but if it does, then I haven't heard too many people have problems with AKs, just because the great design that Kalashnikov made. But I just want to see if anybody else had an Arsenal AK, and tell me what your thoughts are on it. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I've heard nothing but good reviews from you guys, and you guys have given me heads up on things I didn't know about in the past, and hey, we all depend on each other. We love our Second Amendment, and we want to encourage people just to get as much knowledge as they can out there, and let's encourage people to take up their arms and stand up for what's right. And I mean, just because we own guns does not make us bad people. The few idiots, they definitely ruin it for the majority. So let's let our governments know that, hey, just because we own guns, we can be mature with them and do the right things with them. But let me know what you guys think. If you own an arsenal, or if you've heard anything good or bad, I'd like to hear about it. And I appreciate everybody. You have a good day, and God bless. Bye bye.